Chair calls Krish Gundu. Krish, we have you registered as Krish Gundu, testifying as co-founder and executive director of Texas Jail Project, and yourself in testifying for the bill. Is that correct?
Yes, Chair.
All right, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Chair, Vice Chair, and committee members. My name is Krish Gundu. I'm the co-founder and director of Texas Jail Project. We're a grassroots advocacy group focused on conditions of confinement statewide and county jails. I also serve on the Texas Commission on Jail Standards Administrative and Rules Advisory Committee. I'm here to testify in favor of this bill. I hope this committee votes in favor of this bill. This is a much-needed bill. We needed this 2 years ago. I'm a resident of Harris County. We've been shipping pretrial detainees out since 2021. We've had 3 custody deaths in Louisiana, and there's been 1 more death from Liberty County in Louisiana. And one of the things that this bill would do is it would provide guardrails for the minimum standards that we are used to in the state of Texas. Detainees do not even have those protections in the out-of-state facilities. So one of the things that we do, our group does, is to collect complaints. And we send them to the Texas Commission on Jail Standards, but we are often told that they have no purview of these complaints, so they can't do anything about them. So one of the things that this bill would do is it would add some guardrails, and it would also allow for data collection. We've found out recently that these facilities are not even following federal rules. Under federal rules, the Death in Custody Reporting Act, they were supposed to report all the custody deaths that occurred in those facilities. None of these deaths have been reported. So we've had 4 deaths of Texans in Louisiana, and none of those deaths have been reported. This bill would help us collect all the serious incidents that occur in jails, which the Texas Commission on Jail Standards is required to collect from county jails. We don't have that data for thousands of detainees that we have been sending out to Louisiana and Mississippi. So we believe this bill would provide more compliance with the Texas state standards. Just one last thing I want to mention. For the last 4 years, we have been trying to acquire the inmate handbook and policies and procedures and grievances and complaints procedures from these facilities under the open records request, and we have yet to succeed in getting a single copy of those handbooks. So with this additional teeth that the Texas Commission on Jail Standards would have on the contracts that the counties are signing with out-of-state facilities, we believe we would at least have access to that information. I'm happy to take any questions.
I do have a question. Is one of the documents, you provided us with several documents, one of those appears to be an actual copy of an existing interlocal agreement between Sabine County and the one particular parish in Louisiana. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Members, any questions? Representative Zwiener.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you for being here today. How do these interlocal agreements work? Do counties just pay for the people they actually send to the other state, or how do those work?
Our understanding of the contracts, what we have had access to, is that whether those beds are filled or not, the counties are on the hook for paying for the number of beds that they contracted for. So in Harris County, actually, now that the new DA is in place, our jail population has gone down by 9%, but we're sending the same number of people to out-of-state facilities.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I believe, Representative Lowe, you had a question about how many we're shipping out. The last data I have, and I'm sure the Jail Commission here has more current data, but as of last week, 5 counties are shipping pretrial people out of state. That's a total of 1,251 as of last week.
Sorry, say that number one more time.
5 counties are shipping out a total of 1,251 pretrial detainees out of state.
Are most of them are in Louisiana?
Most of them are in Louisiana and some are in Mississippi from Harris County.
Okay, so they're all down the east side. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
One other question. Is Sabine County, do you know, are they currently, is their jail at capacity? I mean, as far as the rationale or the reason for sending inmates to not only to another county, but also out of state. Do you know that?
So our understanding, and I think the Jail Commission is better placed to answer that question, but our understanding is that the jails that are shipping pretrial detainees out are unable to meet the state mandated ratio of 1:48, which means one jailer to 48 detainees. And because they're unable to meet that mandated ratio, they don't have a choice but to ship people out of the county or out of state. And to your other question about why not in state, I think there's not that many counties that have capacity to take people because they're all facing the same staffing shortages.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here today. The chair calls Brandon